Hey guys, Scott here. It's late. I figured I'd do another rant video. Today I want to rant about kick.com because I'm starting to feel like I'm taking crazy pills interacting with people on Twitter that are just, I guess, not seeing the super obvious problems with the website. And I guess I just want to rant about that part. So, what is kick.com? It's basically a proposed competitor to Twitch that, I mean, it's just Twitch. They just literally copy and pasted Twitch's entire UI. It's just Twitch, but green instead of purple, like down to everything. It is the exact same website. So they pretty much just copy Twitch, and their whole spiel is they care about the creators, and they're showing that by giving impossibly generous revenue splits for subscription revenue. So who actually makes up the user base of Kick? From what I've seen, there's basically two distinct categories. There are the very large streamers that have just straight up been paid to go on Twitch, or they've been banned from Twitch. And then there's everybody else, which is typically scorned Twitch, ex-Twitch users that tried to make it on Twitch and it just wasn't working out for whatever reason, or they don't like the policies. For whatever reason, they don't like Twitch. And so Kick shows up as, a knight in shining armor to come save the day. And that's what I've noticed the main demographics of this website, from what I've seen on Twitter, are. I may be completely off base. I'm just going off of my anecdotal evidence of what I've seen. Those seem to be the two main groups that are on there. And it's pretty genius. Basically, the entire advertisement for Kick is sort of like how politicians advertise themselves and try to get elected, where they don't really explain how they're going to make things better. They just make fun of the other person that everyone's mad at. And so that always rubs in the wrong way. Now, they do explain that things are better. They're going, oh, look, we have a 95-5 revenue split compared to Twitch's 50-50. Look how much better that it is. And that baits a lot of people into thinking, oh, shit, that sounds amazing. I should go there. But they never actually explain how that's going to keep happening because it's obviously impossible to do. And that's the part that rubs me the wrong way. The website is either doomed to fail or doomed to change in such a way that they're going to get the exact same shit that Twitch currently gets. There's no other options. Because if you're a business, you have to earn money. And this company is funded by a crypto gambling website called Stake, which, again, puts a not good... When you hear the term crypto gambling, does it put a very safe and secure future in your head? No, that's like the shadiest sentence I can possibly utter. So that's how the entire website is currently funded. It makes no profit, and not only does it not make profit, it bleeds, I would have to assume, millions of dollars, if not for Stake's intervention. And so the whole thing is, it's not a sustainable business model. It doesn't matter who you're funded by. Twitch is funded by fucking Amazon.com, which is bigger than Stake, and they still have the same exact issue where they need to generate money because businesses that are, billionaires or multi-billion-dollar industries, they're not charities. And it's always funny, a little side note, every time I make a video that involves defending Twitch in some way, people are like, always just stop simping over multi-billionaires. And then they go on to defend Kick or something in the next sentence as if that website is not owned by a multi-billion-dollar company. They're all multi-billion-dollar companies. None of them care about you. All of this is just complete horseshit. They only want to make money off of you. Once you get to a company of that size, that's all there is. There's no other way that it works. That's shitty, but that's just how the world is. You got to be realistic about it. It's not even pessimistic. That's just time and time again proven that once a company gets into multi-billion-dollar territory, they just care about money anymore. So anyone getting duped into thinking they really care about the users, no, they don't. They just care about money. It's like this for everyone, even Twitch, which I am a fan of and I have my entire career to thank for. They still just care about money. That's just how it works, and you got to be able to accept that. So the main issue, in my opinion, with Kick is the complete unsustainability and how the owners of the company are talking about it and how they're talking about fixing it and making it so it will be sustainable. So in all the early interviews for this company, the owners and co-owners have said things like, we're not really focused on profits right now. We're just trying to build our base, which is understandable. I get that. Even if you're negative for a while, it's a very common thing in businesses to be negative for a long time until you establish a base that gets you to a point where now you can start making money. Completely understandable. The problem is one of the co-owners of the company, co-owners, already just started lying and said that the first quarter of Kick was profitable, which is just a complete bold-faced lie. No, it was not profitable. It makes no sense. How? How was it profitable? Thing is, if you actually listen to the interview, he says it was absolutely profitable due to a key sponsorship and partnership that we had. And the thing is, Stake giving you money to fund the website is not profit. Venture capital is not profit in that sense. I guess you can technically say on your form that you made X amount of money during this quarter, but it's because your daddy company gave it to you, not because you generated money from the platform. So one of the first things I saw from the co-owner was incredibly disingenuous, insinuating that they're making money off the platform. No, you were just given money by a parent company. It's not the same thing at all. So just things like that already rub me the wrong way. A lot of the owners and stakeholders in this company are extremely questionable people. I mean, you have Aiden Ross, who is he claims to be a part owner. He owns some stake in the company, which, I mean, how can you ever associate with that with like a straight face and think you're going to have a future in a very safe, sustainable company? It's just not going to work. So they've talked about how are they going to make money? Because it's very clear they're just bleeding money and something's going to have to change. Either the company dies or they change something to where they start making money, because Stake is not a charity. It's a crypto gambling website. They're probably the opposite of a charity. So unless they start generating money, they're going to have to change something up, or they're just going to say, oh, get out. You're just bleeding our money now. We're tired of this. That's just how business works. Every business exists to make money. So what are they planning to do? Well, they have a 95-5 split, which means they just get basically $0 from revenue. They also have to pay their transaction people, because it's not like it costs 0 cents for that transaction to even happen. I believe they use Stripe. I'm not sure exactly what service. Regardless, even if it's a service like PayPal or whatever, they still have to use a service that costs them money. So that 5% that they get is cut even by more. So basically, they're just making zero money off of subscriptions. They also don't have any ads, so they're not making money from ad revenue or anything like that. There's no like bounty board. There's no Twitch Prime. There's nothing. There is no way that they make money at all. And yet they're telling everybody you can make so much money if you come here, not realizing that the things have to change, or that's just going to stop. Now, I have had someone bring up on Twitter that they're aware of this. They're a smaller streamer that switched to Kick. They know something's going to have to change or it's going to die. They're aware of that. But their mindset is, well, fuck, who cares? I don't have much to lose. I'm not like a partner with Twitch. Fuck it. I'll make some money off of this website. And if that's the argument, I mean, well, shit. Yeah, okay. That's completely fair. Even the bigger streamers that are getting paid to go there, I mean, I don't have a problem with that. Get that bag. That's totally fine. It's the people that are deluding themselves into thinking that this should be the normal for streaming, and then they use that as ammo against a website like Twitch or YouTube or any other competitor by saying, look what this website can do. Isn't this amazing? You guys suck ass. Not realizing that the reason these companies still exist is because they have these policies and things that are not great for creators and viewers a lot of the time, but that's the only reason they still exist to begin with. So people that use Kick and are deluded are going to have a very rude awakening at some point when they realize there's no conceivable way that they can actually generate money. Now, the main thing that I've seen them talk about is they're going to go for advertisements, because that is a huge chunk of revenue, and that is absolutely something that they can capitalize on. So that's already going to bring ads to the website, which is something people complain about Twitch, which, don't get me started, I think they need to go with YouTube's strat of having a skip button. The ads are very annoying. Also, as a slight side note on that side rant, I see people like complaining about 10 minutes of ads every 20 minutes and stuff, and saying like, that's why Twitch sucks. You guys got to realize that's the streamer setting that, by the way. You don't get that many ads by default. It's like a minute by default every hour or something, but you can set it up to like 10 minutes or something. So if you're getting that many ads, that's the streamer wanting to get more money. That's a little aside note there. Anyway, so Kick is trying to get advertisers, but the thing is, they're not going to get advertisers. Why do you think companies never want, like movie companies, they never want their movies rated R, or they don't want their games rated mature, or they don't want to like advertise risque things or porn related things? It's because those hurt the potential amount of eyes that can see the product, and therefore advertisers don't want to get in with that. And so what you're basically left with is being stuck with, hey, stake.com, the crypto gambling website, will support you. And the people that are going to support the website are not going to be, they're not going to be great people, and there's going to be way less of them. That's why the term brand safe exists. That's why YouTube is so strict. You can't say the word fuck in the first 15 seconds. All these strict requirements are there on purpose to get as many brands as possible to accept that advertising agreement between the content creator and the company themselves. So that's why all that exists. But when you have people like Aiden Ross that have a part ownership in the company, as he says, sponsors are not going to get it. They're going to be nowhere near this shit. They're going to be terrified to go there, because why would they ever take that brand risk? It's a horrible idea. So the whole idea of them making up this immense loss of revenue through advertisements, all that stuff, I don't see that's possible. when faces of their company are as, I don't know, ill reputed as they actually are. And so advertisement, I don't see that being a method of, making money as well. Now, they also said they want to take a specific type of advertisement where people are not watching ads specifically, but they pay streamers to use products that the companies request and things like that, which that happens everywhere. That's just a sponsored deal that you take. And most streamers will never get those because they won't be big enough for that. So that doesn't really help anybody. And they're also saying that they're going to start paying a flat fee of like $16 a month to streamers when they're already losing millions of dollars in paying Amazon to host their servers and shit like that. Like, how do people think this is possible? They're just saying bullshit at this point. Like, they could just say, you get a blowjob every time you stream a kick now, and people are going to be like, oh, fuck, I want that. Guys, it's not going to last. The company is going to fail, or they're going to start doing the shit that you hate Twitch for. There is no in between there. I don't know how people don't get that. That's how businesses work. They have to make money. And the whole thing with Twitch lately, like the whole 70-30 split, that thing that Twitch just talked about right now, where they're having a new 70-30 split. Well, not new, it's old, but they're bringing it back. The 70-30 split for people with like over 350 concurrent subs at a time. People always like compare. I take comparison to Kick as a joke because I legit think this company is going to be in the ground in a year, or it'll be completely different. It'll survive, but it'll be completely different from what it currently is. So the only competitor I really take seriously is YouTube. And YouTube does have that 70-30 split way more accessible, but they also don't have Twitch Prime, which is a giant chunk of revenue. I did the math on my own dashboard. If I were to go down from a 70-30 split that I have right now and go down to a 50-50, that difference is less than the amount I gained from Twitch Prime. So if they took away Twitch Prime but gave everyone 70-30 splits, I would lose money. And I don't think people realize how much of a chunk of money Twitch Prime is, and that makes up the difference between YouTube's 70-30 and Twitch's 50-50. Plus, you can get 70-30 if you grow big enough, but that's pretty hard to do, so I'm not going to pretend that's something that everyone can do. In fact, I'd say less than 1% of people are going to be able to do that. But that's a side rant again. Overall, I don't get how people see this company as the savior or downfall of anything, considering how incredibly unsustainable it is, how incredibly shady the financial backing is, how shady the owners and co-owners and investors are. Everything about this is incredibly shady, not sustainable, not brand friendly. I don't see how they can possibly succeed at their current rate. Their best option is to become more brand friendly and actually get ad revenue, and that'd be great for them. But then they'd have to basically ban people like Aiden Ross, at which point all the people that came over for him would start bitching at them in the exact same way that they're bitching at Twitch, and we'd be in the exact same position again. So no matter what, company dies or they turn into something Twitch-like, there's no in between, because even a company as big as Stake that is currently funding them right now will not do that forever. Businesses like Stake are as big as they are because they make money, not because they give it away to other companies. So something's going to change at some point. It might not be for a year, 2 years, might even be 3-4 years, something like that. But it's destined to fail at its current rate, and they have to change something or it'll go away. So that's it. That's my whole rant about Kick.